Hello, hello, everybody. Sorry, I had to restart the stream just because, for some stupid reason, now you have to set it up vertically or horizontally if you want to go live. It's it's just the shits how they have this stuff set up. If you want to go live, all right, I'm just checking to make sure everything's working. Copacetic. All right, I'll wait for some people to trickle in, and then we'll get going. Excuse me. I have been fighting something weird like all week. Let me fix that. That looks wonky and like garbage. Let me fix this a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. I'll scoot these in the shot. There goes my Great Pyrenees, acting like a Great Pyrenees again. Any sort of creak in the floor and he's goes full Ric Flair. Woo 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 woo. He can't help himself. All right, got some little doodads over there. All right. Hello, everybody. It's been about a week. I shouldn't have left you. What I don't beat step two. Sorry. I wanted to play a little bit of catch up with some Black Series stuff. There's some other stuff I wanted to kind of just go over and talk about, and this can be really laid back and chill. The customs aren't too crazy. I did just a couple head swaps too for some rebel troopers and stuff like that. I want to do a couple more as well. But I also wanted to talk about some figures that I have picked up, or have not just picked up, but also some figures that I have unboxed, and I wanted to talk about them because I've had time to kind of play around with them, stuff like that, and give my opinions on them, I guess. But say hi in the chat if you want to. Pardon me. Like I said, I've been kind of fighting off something weird. I don't know. It was like I got really sick like for like a day. This was like 3 days ago. Like super sick. Like straight up COVID symptoms sick for a day. And then it like subsided. Like I didn't eat for like almost 2 days straight. And it's kind of why I didn't put out content lately. So I apologize for that, but I'm back. So hello. Um, I'll wait for some more people to pop in. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I've just been fighting off whatever this is. I know this is like that's super exciting to hear someone talk about their sickness, but but you know what? Just to take up some space, I'll talk about these guys that I got from AliExpress. These are some really well built troopers. They're based off the 2020 clone trooper body, and they're really high quality. I have a bunch of these for my 501st, and I wanted to get some more, so I picked up a couple more. There's one right there, and they do come with a cloth comma. Then here's another one. Got a little. Oh, the material, I really do quite like the material. Let me back off my lighting a little bit. It's a bit much. It's like blinding. I don't know if it's that or just my weird. It looks like I'm blinding you guys with my lighting, but really my lighting is like, there we go. Maybe that's a little better, and that's a little better. No, it's still like it's like picking up too much white. Anyway, there's another clone trooper for you. It's looking fuzzy on my end. Let me know if it's fuzzy on your end. But yeah, both came with cloth commas. The pauldrons are a newer sculpt. Same thing for the arm banded or whatever those are called, uh, bicep bands. Um, but yeah, the cloth commas, and it also feels like a different kind of plastic. Like it doesn't feel like an actual. Well, I mean they're knockoffs, but it doesn't feel like. How do I put this? Like the earlier knockoff stormtroopers with the double jointed knees and elbows, like the first edition of the stormtroopers. It doesn't feel like that type of plastic. It feels like a, I don't know, in certain points, a gummier type plastic. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway. And seeing as I got Commander Apo, I figured he'd look good with them, and they all differentiate from each other, so it looks pretty cool. I already have, I think, one of these guys each, so I thought I would just add two more. Um, and then I also picked up from the same seller on there. He's now doing the 112th Airborne, and they actually had in stock a 112th Airborne sniper, which is right up my alley. And he looks great. The helmet is removable, but the head underneath is not. It's not painted. It's just a regular clone trooper. The only issue that I have with the figure is that when you put the helmet on, it like wants to pop the helmet up because the head underneath. So that's kind of an issue. Let me get his rifle situated here. Good grief on a. Good grief. Um, but yeah, it likes to like pop the helmet up. But the sculpt is great. Um, really do quite like it. Definitely check it out if you want to pick up some 112th Airborne. Hasbro, for some reason, just continues to not want to do like anything outside the realm of what they've already done when it comes to like clones or troopers and stuff like that. It's like they just are in refusal of doing that. It's like if they put a slightest bit of money into any sort of trooper, it's gotta have the most longevity, and I guess they just don't see longevity in the 112th Airborne, even though you can army build the ever loving god out of them. It's like they, I don't know, for some reason I get this feeling like they we've got a lot of troopers, but I feel like the thought process behind how they distribute troopers and stuff like that, it's like they don't believe that they can sell, but yet they sell out all the time. And they put them in like 2 packs with like Mace Windu and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, well, we got to sell them with Mace Windu because they won't sell." And it's like, man, they always sell. Like I don't know what else to tell you guys. Like these things always sell out. You always make them like Walmart exclusives, and they never show up in the store. And then it's like they're all sold out online. And it's like the most frustrating thing I think about modern day collecting is that even pre-orders get sold out, and then it's just a disaster. So it's like if you don't pre-order, then you're missing out completely, entirely. So, um, but yeah. Anyway, 112th Airborne. You could just type in Star Wars Black Series Clone Trooper into the AliExpress search, and they will pop up. I promise you. I can't remember the seller's name offhand. I guess I don't know if I have that information in front of me. Anyway, if I do, I'll leave it in the description box below after the stream is over. I'll look up the link and send a direct link so you guys can check that out if you want to. So those, I think, are the Clone Troopers. I did want to talk about the wonderful 2023 body for the Clone Troopers. And this is kind of what started getting me back into wanting to buy some Black Series figures was the 2023 body, which is so much better. And I love the 2020 bodies, don't get me wrong. Pardon my cough here. I love the 2020 bodies, but these new bodies are so much better. They have single jointed knees and elbows that get more than 90 degrees. They have loose knee pads so you can move them up or down or keep them in the middle wherever you want them to be as far as a natural knee pad or knee armor. Um, it's really great. I love it. I think this is some of Hasbro's best work as far as from the Black Series, and great job. Absolutely great job. This is some of the best articulation I've seen for the Black Series, hands down. And it just goes to show that you do not need double jointed everything to have the best articulated figure. As long as it gets the same range of motion, it really doesn't matter. So, um, I think these look fantastic as I keep knocking everything over. There's so many figures in front of me that I'm trying to show you guys, and it's just a compiled mess. Excuse me. But you can take the helmet off. He does come with the both blaster rifles. You can take the helmet off, and there's the unmasked head, and it is painted finally. Looks beautiful, very well done. And oh wow, this finally in this live stream, it's going to actually refocus. I think the last live stream it like wasn't refocusing after I'd bring a figure up to the camera. And then I'm trying to think if I have any more clone-esque type figures to show you guys or talk about or narrate about. Don't think I do. But this is definitely a huge selling point. I want to get at least one more sniper, and then I want to get the regular 112th Airborne Trooper. I think the only difference is in the sniper rifle. The actual sniper rifle is accurate to what he's supposed to be using. And then the bandolier sash, whatever you want to call it, satchel, man purse, merce. He comes with that. Other than the regular trooper, just comes with I think the regular rifle like he's got. So there's that. I believe it's a D. I keep wanting to say DC-17, and I kept saying it wrong. I think it was last time, and for some reason I just can't. My brain is just not wanting to function. But yeah, I would like to get the Phase 2 clone trooper in the 2023 body. I think it's in that 2-pack with the regular B1 battle droid. I'd like to get him as well. But these are huge upgrades, and I'll just stand him up really quick so you guys can kind of see how they compare, even with the knockoffs, which are on the 2020 bodies. And just like look at the elbow on him and how he's got it. I got him with it cinched up. It looks so good, man. It looks so darn good. And the 2020 bodies are still really good bodies. Like if these are like this is a great time to be a toy collector when you have knockoffs like this. I remember when we got knockoffs, what was it, even just 5-6 years ago, or I'll just go back 10 years ago. 10 years ago, knockoffs were like hot garbage. Like, I mean, they look like dollar store paint apps and they're shit. Now these will run you a little bit more now. I think that one cost me like $24. I think that's why I only got one at the time. I was like, yeah, I'm not really willing to spend regular retail right now on a knockoff. So I don't know what it is. There's something doesn't sit right with me selling or buying a knockoff figure for retail. I don't know what it is, but it is a high quality, very high quality. It's like I said, literally almost the same thing as Apo right here. Or no, Apo's I think he's on the newer body too, isn't he? Let me check. Apo is on a 2023 body. Yes, he's on the newer body. And this is Apo with his helmet off. I think it's just a regular clone trooper head. There's nothing really anything different about him other than paint apps for the actual clone trooper body. So there's that. But I don't think Abo actually had anything that really differentiated him from anything else. I might be wrong on that. I might have to look into that. Maybe he's got a scar over his eye and I don't know. But anyway, those are clone troopers. I love them all. I can never have too many clone troopers. It's just it works awesome. And I do know that the seller he has like what was it? Kip. I want to get Kip. I want to get or Kicks, excuse me. I want to get Kicks because he was um the medical soldier out of the crew. And there's a bunch of others. I have Waxer and I have a couple others. So, but anyway, I digress. Let's get the clone troopers out of here because I don't want to like muddle all this up. And if you guys want me to show you something, I can bring it back in there and show you if you want. But let me get these out of here for now. And I'm going to unbox the I got a 3-pack I picked up, the Amazon exclusive 3-pack from Jedi Fallen Order. So I'm going to be unboxing that here. I have that right here. I don't know if it's going to fit in frame. Let me get the stupid dust off of it. There we go. I've got that, which I'm going to unbox in a little bit. All right, next up, speaking of clones, we'll stick with that. I got a couple of the Mercenary Bad Batch figures. I kind of slept on these. I saw them at Walmart. They had this whole like Walmart display for them. And I was like, I'll wait. And, you know, sometimes you wait and you fail. And then other times you wait and you win. And I got to say, here is Omega. I waited and I failed. So, you know, nothing wrong with that. But I did get, what was it? Excuse me. I got these two off of Amazon for regular retail. And then I've got Omega for dirt cheap through GameStop. I think she was like $12. They had like a sale. And this is when I was in Buffalo, actually. I found her for $12. And then I used, which everyone is doing. It's not anything different. But I used the other head because she comes with two heads. She comes with this like mercenary helmet head. And then she comes with the regular head, which actually fits the season 1 body and season 1 and 2 body better than the actual head that she came with the little medallion on the forehead, which she was only had for like what I think 2 episodes or an episode. So this head works way better for her. Let me just bring her up here so you guys can see. Maybe I can adjust my lighting a hair more. There we go. So it looks way better with this head sculpt. And she's actually, it's pretty funny, but it's close. For some reason, maybe it was an optical illusion before, but I was comparing them next to each other, and I was looking at shoulder height, and she's a hair taller than this one. Maybe I'm going crazy. I'm pretty sure the legs are the same. Most of the body is reused from the lower torso down. I want to say it's just repainted different, but she is a hair taller. So, but she looks good, and she comes with the bow that is distended and retracted, which looks, or extended and retracted, not distended. That's totally different meaning. But I do have that bow, and I'm gonna probably give her the extended bow and I'll keep her with the one on her back. I like this look for Omega. I think she looks pretty good. So Omega's all set. We got her all fixed. I'd like to pick up a couple more of, hey, Brian King, how's it going, buddy? I never saw this wave at Walmart's. Yeah, man. It's like Walmart's so weird, you know? They're like, they either have it or they don't, or never get it like once. Usually with like Black Series in South Carolina, it's pretty decent. With G.I. Joe, it sucks down here. It's really bad with G.I. Joe. Like they never stock anything in stores with G.I. Joe, ever. So that's a bummer for me. I usually just have to order everything online, or I'll go to my local comic shop. But that's like almost That's like 45-minute drive for me almost. So there's only so many times I can call my local comic shop that's 45 minutes away and be like, hey, can you hold this? Can you hold that? And then drive up there, and it's like a ton of gas money. I love that shop, but it kind of sucks having to drive that far. But anyway, but yeah, Walmarts are not good about stocking anything consistently. They are the most inconsistent store I've ever shopped at, bar none. Since even the old DCUC days, like I remember DCUC exclusives, like they just never had them in stock ever. They would just completely not get a whole wave in. And this is multiple stores back when I lived in Buffalo, New York. Um, yeah, it's been tough, Brian. It's definitely been tough. But yeah, like I said, I got her a GameStop. Check your GameStops and check GameStop online. They had, I think, a recent sale too. And then also Prime, Amazon Prime is going to have a 2-day Prime Day, 16th and 17th. So be sure to check on that. And also we're going to talk a little bit. I'm not going to talk about the show Acolyte, but I want to talk about the figures because I do like the figures. Let me get my hand out of the shot here. I do like the figures, and I plan on getting some of the figures just because, I mean, give me all the different types of bodies for Jedi. I want them. But the show is the poops. Is the poopies. The poopies. Anyway. But I really like what they did, even if it was like some paint apps and stuff like that for the Bad Batch. And that's pretty much what I thought these were going to be. But there is differentiation between season 1 and the season 3 guys, I think. The mercenary looks, I'll just say. Because he's got his goggles on finally, which is pretty awesome for, what you call it? Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Uh, Tech. My God, I couldn't think of his name for a second. For Tech here. There is a lot of reuse, but I don't mind it. It's still the same kind of character, so the design is fine. I like the paint apps for the Merc look. Looks pretty good. Love the new head sculpt. Don't feel bad. Oh, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I heard about that. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's okay, man. I don't. It's all right if there's not a lot of people watching. That's okay. I understand. There's other stuff more important going on right now. I guess I'm just here for a leave of. If you're looking for an escape, that's kind of what I try to do is I try to escape the worldly stuff, But I understand. It's definitely probably way more important than anything I'm talking about. So, but yeah, yeah, I did hear that. I think my mom texted me that. So, yikes, not good stuff, man. Not good stuff. Not good stuff in the world right now. So, but yeah, I don't even know how to transition from that, but it's all good, man. I mean, people are gonna they can watch it on playback too. It's not I'm not it's not a big deal. But I really like Tech. I think it looks really good. I love the fact that you can actually put the helmet on while he's got the head sculpt. It's pretty awesome. I love it. It looks so good. And Hunter, these two are my favorite out of the Bad Batch. I think if I had to pick one, it might lean a little bit more towards Tech, just because he's super duper unique. But me being a big Rambo fan, I mean, I couldn't help myself with good old Hunter here. He's definitely. Hey Andy, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining. But yeah, Hunter is really good. He's got this new like sash and some new paint apps and stuff like that, and some new sculpted pieces on his forearms, on his leg. It looks pretty good. I do quite like these designs for them. And let me get season 1 out of here. We'll get her out of here. Sorry. I'm sorry for the coughing. I can't help it. It's just I'm kicking whatever bug this was. But yeah, I'm still trying to find a decent deal on um, Wrecker and what you call it, Echo to finish off the crew, and that'll be that. Once I get those in, then I'll probably do a full review on all what was it, 5 of these guys and girl. So there is the Bad Batch season 3 stuff. Looks really good. I definitely recommend them. They're not just only repaints. There is some new tooling there and new sculpting and new head sculpts and multiple head sculpts with them. So go check them out if you're on the fence. I would recommend. All right, next up I picked up a gaming greats, and thanks for the compliment. I appreciate that, Kevin. Excuse me. All right. So next up, this is actually quite nice. I just wish it was a different color. I wish it was the green color. I picked up this gaming greats. I think it's X3 or X5 or whatever he is. It's based off the K2SO body. He's technically in the game this like almost olive drab color, which I might go ahead and just custom paint him that kind of like weird greenish olive drab type color. I think it just stands out. It makes them look a little bit different from just the straight up jet black. Nothing wrong with the jet black if you like it, but for me, I just want him to look a little bit more screen accurate. So I might go ahead and give him a little repaint. So maybe when I get finished with that, I think he's next on the chopping block as far as a custom paint job goes. But he looks pretty cool. I like the backpack that kind of plugs in, and then these just kind of clip onto his arms, and then he's got the same baton that came with the the scout trooper. But he's pretty cool. He actually does stand a little bit better. I don't think it's anything different. I'm sure it's just a straight up reuse of K2SO, but I like these enforcer droids. They're really cool. I like their personalities too. Like I remember in Jedi Survivor, he's like bringing Cal to the senator, and he's like he's like dragging him, and he like bumps him into the wall, and he's like, the senator said he needs you alive, not damaged. I just love their personalities. Like they have these like it's like such an evil, maniacal, weird personality, but yet it's funny in a way, if that makes sense. But really cool. I love the game Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order, so I'm a big fan of those. Any of those releases, more of those releases would be great. What did I pick up next? As far as gaming greats. Yep, I did pick up a which I got a big, nice pile of loot coming probably next week, so maybe I'll do that. But I did pick up one of these shadow guards. He was dirt cheap. I think he was like $15, and yeah, he was on Amazon. That was an Amazon pickup. So was he. He was on Amazon for 17. A lot of these were on sale, except for the Bad Batch stuff. That was all retail. All of the Andor stuff that I'm going to show, which I showed, I think, last live stream, but I don't know if I showed it out of box. Excuse me. Again, for coughing on stream, I can't help it. Yeah, I like these guys. I think they look really good. I will say that he is thematically going to fit somewhere in my collection, so that's pretty cool. Can't wait for that. And I hope we get one day an updated like body for these guys. I don't mind this body. It's just I kind of wish that they had the updated actual armor that's accurate to the game. And I get these are gaming greats. They're mostly just repaints, and you're lucky if you get them. But like you gave Darth Malgus love, like a lot of love. Like that's probably like top 2 Black Series figures ever made. I think Malgus, especially Malik, Revan, I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot of really good Black Series stuff that you know. There's a lot of Jedi Lukes that are really good too. But anyway, okay, moving on. I have some. Okay, we'll do the Andor stuff. So here's there we go. There's one and two. I was just rewatching Andor too. I'm up to the heist scene, or just past the heist scene. There's B2, and then we've got the Mon Mothma. Sounds like a kaiju character. Oh my god, it's Mon Mothma! Run! Then we got Bix. And then I don't know. How'd you guys feel about Andor? Well, the first time watching it, I was like, oh, it's definitely a slow burn. It's definitely you've got to be into stuff like Jack Ryan, espionage type of stuff. It was a nice differentiation from the normal lightsabers. A lot of people are like, well, that's not really Star Wars if it doesn't have a lightsaber, and I get it. Like you want Star Wars to feel epic, but I feel like there's a lot other stuff going on in a galaxy far, far away than just a bunch of people swinging lightsabers all the time. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but yeah. So there's that, and then I'll just kind of mix in some other show characters that I kind of put off getting. I got all of these on sale, by the way. All of these were on sale, and so was he and all of them were on sale. I got all of these from Amazon. She was 12. He was, oh God, I'm trying to rack my brain now. 12, 13, 13, 17, I think he was. And then this pack, it only goes for like $24, $25 now, which I remember was going for like 40 or 50 when it first came out. I think it was an exclusive. But I also picked her up from Obi-Wan Kenobi because I kind of wish they came out with her regular look. And then we got the first ever Night Sister, and what a kind of fart in the wind this release was. Not because it's a bad looking figure. I think the likeness to the actress is, oh my God, perfect. Like, damn, they really nailed it. But the only issue I have is she just, and I'm going to pile on what everybody else said. She didn't come with anything. It's just, she came with nothing. Not a, not even the Beskar spear. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I just kind of have to have her with her arms behind her back, looking evil, I guess. Plotting evilness. But I hope we get some more Night Sister stuff. I would love Mother Talzin, and I would absolutely love a Mirren figure. Oh my God, that would be amazing. And Seer. And I've been wanting more Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor figures. Not just, the typical. Although it would be really cool to get a creatures pack for Jedi Survivor. That would be pretty awesome. And Jedi Fallen Order. Get all the creatures. Get the big friggin' stupid. What was his name? I can't think of his name. The big toad type creature with 3 eyes. Get that in deluxe. That would have to be like a weird HasLab or something. I don't know. But which will probably never happen. But she looks really good. I like this female trooper body. I think they did announce that they're going to do. Oh God, I can't think of anybody's name right now. The from Andor, the main antagonist, the female Imperial Trooper. I can't think of her name. Anyway, they're going to do her, and I'm assuming they're probably going to use this body. So that'd be pretty cool. Maybe a new upper torso because she's definitely a different rank than her. But yeah, Mon Mothma is essentially a parking cone. She can stand, and that's all she really needs to do, I guess. You know, just kind of stand there. I am hoping that we get an OT Mon Mothma. I know this Mon Mothma didn't sell that well, but maybe make her an exclusive, or yeah, they could have just gotten away with putting her out with an extra traditional Mon Mothma head and just head swap it, but it's whatever. I think for the most part, these will definitely fit in with your Rogue One stuff, obviously, and I quite like it. It looks really good. I like this is a small cast, but pretty cool. It'd be nice to see a little bit more in the future, hopefully. So there's that. There are those. I think she's definitely the highlight of these pickups. Even though she doesn't come with anything, the sculpt work on her looks really good. Let me just show underneath too, like the wrappings on her legs are all sculpted in. I wonder if these are the Ventress legs. They might be, but excuse me. But there you go with the Andor stuff. Good old Andor. Andor. Next, I'm going to get into some customs and swaps and stuff like that. I do have like this custom character I was kind of working on, and I don't know quite what I was going to do with him. He is going to be like some sort of, maybe a Force wielder. I don't know. He looks more like a Jedi. I've finished like one. I still have to clean him up a little bit. He's a little bit meh, as far as the paint goes, but there's and now his robe has taken a dump on himself. But I used the old Brother Mordu body, and it's perfect for a Jedi body. Same thing with that, and this is from the first Doctor Strange wave, I want to say. You can get these guys pretty cheap. It's not from I almost said inside the mouth of madness. No, it's a far better movie, but no, the multiverse of madness. Sorry, I can't think of anything. Let me take his stuff off because you can't even see him. But there we go. I gave him a little bit of facial hair on the chin there, and then I repainted everything on him is repainted other than the arm from here to the gauntlet. The hands I left the hands the same. The head, I didn't really mess with the head just because I am not good with painting faces. That is like a skill all of its own. I painted the legs up until the boots because I wanted to keep the boots kind of that little bit of gloss. And I liked the way they were already glossy, but I did repaint these black just because the black looked very plasticky on him. But I gave him a little bit of gold trim. It's just an original character with a little bit of a repaint here. Went with like an olive drab. I still have a lot of, I'm going to get my Gundam marker out and kind of line up all of this extra stuff right here. And that'll really pull more of the sculpt out. There's a ton of sculpt just hiding in there. So I'm going to kind of go in there with a Gundam marker and kind of pull all that stuff out. But I'm going to have to do some more trim work and paint work. Like it gets a little sloppy right here. I don't know if you can see that. I wish I had my pointer. My pointer's downstairs, damn it. And I just found it too. But anyway, that's just a little concept artwork. Nothing too crazy. I just kind of reused a body entirely. But I think it's a body that can be used really well for a Jedi or a Sith or whatever you want to do for a base body. So anyway, there's that really quick. And I gave him this cloak I had lying around. It's old. I think I got these cloaks from like eBay They were like $5 a piece back in like 2016 or something like that. So there's that. I did finally unpack my droid Master Destroyers, and I think it looks really good. I think it did a really good job. But this is probably, excuse me, one of the best things that Hasbro's done as far as the Black Series in a while, man. Not a while, but well, they did come out with Malgus last year, which was the highlight of my life. I want to say I kind of, even though I took a break from the Black Series for about a year, Malgus was like one of the last ones I picked up. So pretty awesome. I love this figure. It's been a long awaited, much anticipated figure, and very happy to finally have one. I picked up two of them actually. So there's that, and he's readily available at GameStop and stuff like that. That's actually where I bought both of mine. They were at GameStop and they were offering free shipping, so I was like, yes, please. You can get him into ball mode, but there's like no instructions on how to do it. You kind of have to interpretate it. That's not a word, Anthony. You have to interpret it on your own on how to do it. I've seen people kind of make their own ball modes up, and I just like him in battle mode. I think it looks a lot better. This is a crappy pose I have him in, and he's kind of like doing some weird shit here with his shoulder. There we go. But yeah, there's lots of customizers on Etsy, man. I've been spending so much time on Etsy lately. I cannot wait to get a 3D printer this year because I am just going to 3D print so much shit for Star Wars. It's insane. I intend to print somehow, some way, an entire Black Series cantina. That's what I want. And then I want to fill it with as many. I don't even care if I have to make all the customs myself. I'll fill all those that cantina with all of those. I will 3D print the crap out of every single patron. I don't care. But yeah, I love these droidicas. It's awesome. It's nice to actually finally get them. All right. Next, what was next? Oh yeah. So let me bring in just some kit bashes I did really quick for if you guys wanted to do some kit bashes with some Rebel Troopers. This is another one of my favorite releases from the Black Series in general. This was so, oh my god, you guys don't understand how much I played Battlefront 2. I still play it. It's still a fun game to play. I know definitely had a rough start. I was one of the biggest critics for Battlefront 2 when it first came out and how it was set up. But my god, I mean, I played Battlefront the first one, 2015, I believe it was. And then the 2017 release was way better as far as what it ended up becoming. But yeah, man, I just remember I loved playing as the Rebel Trooper. I loved the design. And this really does look like the Rebel Trooper from the friggin' Battlefront 2 game. So, I don't know. I still enjoy the game. I still have a lot of fun playing it. Um, I love the backpack. Sculpt of the backpack looks great. This is just an awesome figure. And I really wanted to kind of pound the table for this figure because it's so well done, so well sculpted. There's multiple different ways you can have him displayed. Different. Same thing with the Hoth Trooper. The Hoth Trooper and this Trooper are probably the two best troopers they might have ever made. I'm just gonna, as far as what I would consider being able to take the same body and be able to differentiate just by face masks or face sculpts or whatever. Even just taking the backpack off, not giving this guy a backpack, and or taking his bandolier off, or whatever, giving him a long coat, or it's the simple little things that you can do, which I've done here with a couple of them, and I have some more Rebel Troopers on the way too. There is a Rhodian sniper, and then here I just kind of pop the head off because I have plans because my friggin' Ollie's is like front loaded with what's his name? Oh, Ponda Baba's. I just popped the Ponda Baba head on there. Now you do have to use the neck. Excuse me, the neck and the head from Ponda Baba onto this body. You can swap the hands. I just kind of chose to leave these regular hands on because they're gloved. I guess I could swap these on if I wanted to. They will fit. I didn't have an issue with that. But you will need to use some sort of sticky tack on the neck joint because it wants to bobble the head a little bit. So I used just a little bit of sticky tack in there, and now he's got really good range of motion and it stays. So if you want to do that neck and head swap, you can do that. And then what I'm doing is the body or the figure's downstairs right now, but I'm going to use his body, his original body, the Ponda Baba body, for a custom. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to do with him. Maybe a custom Captain Antilles or a custom smuggler of some sort. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe it'll be like my own type of Cantina patron or something like that. But it's a good body to use both for swapping heads and then also if you want to make more custom characters, which I can't get enough of doing apparently, you can do that. So it's pretty cool. And then so here, this is a long story. And then here's another, I thought I had another one. I'm going crazy here. I could have swore I had more. I thought I had another Rebel Trooper somewhere. Maybe not. But this body, which it does fit in the theme with what I'm going with here. So this body has no head, and you can see that. This was the body that was used for, and you can see the black neck. If you know what the black neck means, then you know what this is. I got, what was it, a couple winters ago. I think it was for Christmas or whatever. I got my Joey and me, Joey and I, excuse me, what you call it? What was that called? Friggin' the Hasbro face sculpt thing. Oh my god, can't think of anything. I think I showed this last time, but let me double check here. What was it called? I can't think of the damn name. Somebody let me know in the comments. I can't think of anything. Anyway, it was the Hasbro friggin' custom be my face or whatever. So it was the custom head thing. Oh my god, it was so bad. The one that they sent me was so bad. I called and had to complain about it. And they were just like, "Well, we can just refund you after we receive the figure back." And I was like, "Well, I just want the head adjusted. Can we just she's like, "You can't do that. You have to make an entirely new order and then we have to wait for a refund." And I was like, "Man, this thing was like $60, or no, it was like $50. They had a sale at the time or something. It was like $50 a piece. So I spent $100 on two custom figures and it was like the most lame shit ever. The head was so small. Wait until you see this friggin' head I'm about to show you. Anyway, what I'm about to show you first is the head I got, what was it, back in 2017 from a company called that'smyface.com. Now, this is, keep in mind, 2017. And also, this is back when I had hair. So this, while you can see the lines for the sculpt and how it was 3D printed, the face detail is so much better. This actually fits a 6-inch figure. And Yeah, it looks like me. Now, wait until you see what the shit I'm about to show you right now. Wait until you see this. You ready? Let me pop the head off. If I can pop. Okay, there we go. Pop this stupid head off. I hate this. I'm going to put it on this body. This is what Hasbro made me. It looks like a little baby. It looks like a teeny. Look how small my head is compared to that head. And now, granted, this is I clearly meant for a larger body. It's meant for like Marvel Legends, which Black Series always runs smaller. We know that. This is meant for Marvel Legends or like McFarlane. But good grief, what is this meant for? It's not 3 3/4 inch small. It's not even. It's not even like on the low end, which is like Black Series for 6 inch, 1/12 scale. It's so bad. This is atrocious. Atrocious. I got this and I thought it was a joke. I was like, wait, they're messing with me, right? They're going to send me the right one, right? It's so bad. It's so bad. Look how tiny his head is. It's so bad I can't open it. And just to kind of give you guys a frame of reference also, yeah, be sure to hit the like button for me. Thank you. Here's Omega, okay? Omega's supposed to be a kid and look like a kid. Ezra, get out of the way. Oh, and now I'm bumping cameras. Thank you, Ezra, you shithead. Anyway, look at Omega's head and then look at my head. What the hell? Well, I got this little peanut head. What was it? I showed. Yeah, he did. It was like Beetlejuice, bro. And then like the head was like look at that. It was like flopping around. Like it barely fit on the peg. And then I got the figure and the friggin' wrist is flopping around too. I was like, what the hell, dude? And like this wrist can articulate. This wrist cannot articulate at all whatsoever. It's so bad. And that's not the end of the world. Like I have like 12 or not 12. That's ridiculous. I have like 4 of these X-Wing Luke bodies. But when I put the helmet on, like it looks like a little kid with a helmet on. It's like flopping around and loose and shit. Look at that. It's terrible. So I'm using this body for a custom. I actually picked up some custom pieces off of Etsy, and I can't wait for those to come in. And I was like, well, I got this head, and it looks, I don't know, kind of like me, but like if someone shrunk my head, how can I not make it look like someone shrunk my damn head? What can I do here? I spent money on this piece of shit, and they clearly aren't doing those anymore, so they can't fix it. Let me get Omega out of here. So I was like, what else can I do? Oh, well, I can make a custom. So what can I do with a custom? Well, I have like 4 Rogue One Andor bodies. So let's just do that. So this is what I came up with. I have the smallest little peanut head. And like I kind of have a small head in real life. Like it's not like huge or anything like that. But I'd like to say it's proportionate. I like to think that. Maybe I'm in denial. But I decided to go with the Jen Erso hat because she's got a teeny little peanut head, and apparently I do. And then I went with this Andor body and repainted the coat. And then I used this extra drop-down leg holster from, what was his name? Oh my God. I can't think of his stupid name. The Benicio del Toro guy. This dude. I had like 3 of him for like fodder because he was dirt cheap. He was like $3 at one point. I don't know. He probably still is. But he comes with 2 blasters, and I like both the sculpts of the blasters. So anyway, I used his drop-down leg holster. I glued it to his leg so it looks right. And then I repainted the Andor coat, and I made myself a Rebel trooper. So there we go. And then I gave myself the Krennic blaster. So and a bandolier from one of these guys, and I think it looks good. And also the Han Solo gloves from Han Solo. I just repainted the skin tone. So, but I think it looks pretty good. It's not too bad. Green's my favorite color, so I decided to give him the green stripe. I didn't repaint the hat or anything like that, but I think it looks good with the rest. Maybe I can be like a a commander of or a captain of a squad. There we go. I'm planning on kind of. I might paint the boots. I think I'm going to leave the pants. I think the pants fits pretty well with the rest of these guys. This will be my little squad. Let me get him out of here. But I do, like I said, I do plan on getting some sort of custom head for this, and I have another Luke body. It's on the other side of the display here, but for a custom character, which you'll see the head for soon as I get it in the mail. Anyway. All right, so there's that. So I've bombarded you with Star Wars. Oh, and here's Ezra. I don't know if I even showed him. This is a really good figure. This was another one that was on sale at Walmart. They had like this weird clearance shelf that had like 4 of him on it for like $12. They have like the weirdest sale prices, like $12.43 or something. I don't know. But he was on the shelf, so I was like, yoink. Yoink. And there's a lot of new sculpting here, so really cool stuff. He's another one I would definitely recommend picking up. He looks really good. So there's Ez, the Ez Fez. Excuse me. My God. All right. Let me get him out of here. Get him and move myself away. And him. And him. Into him. But yeah, let me know. Do any of you guys still play Battlefront 2, or did you ever play it? Did you skip it entirely? Let me know. The next thing I'm going to show you guys, I'm trying to think if there's any more Star Wars stuff. I don't believe there is. I am expecting some stuff in the mail. Oh, I'm going to open up this. That's right. I'm a dipshit. Let's go ahead and open up the 3-pack. There is the 3-pack. I was going to do a review of this, so maybe I'll do it all together with the other stuff in one big video, but I'll just unbox them for now and just kind of showcase them. Boxing looks really good. Came very crisp and clean in a shipper box too, which is really nice. So there is Second Sister. We've got Cal as a Inquisitor. And then another Purge Trooper. Unfortunately, it is on the older body. They still have not wanted to update that body for some strange, odd reason. I don't know why, but excuse me. All right, so blah, 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 blah. Love the Galaxy packaging, and then the back. Sorry, I didn't show the back. I'm just going to lift the camera up. There's the back. There's the artwork. And it's same artwork on the side. All right, so I'm just going to remove these off camera, and then we'll kind of go through them one at a time. And I'm slowly but surely catching up to some of the releases that I've kind of missed out on the first time. Yep, we got tape. You've got lots of tape here, mates. Lots of tape. All All right, there is a lightsaber. Plop. And there is a sister. I can get her out. Whee! All right, there is a sister. Where's your brother? There's a sister. Where's your bruv? Whoa. There's a sister. Oh, come on. Don't do it. Don't do it. She's still got those funky legs. Those crazy legs. Should nickname... Doesn't Trilla sound like a rapper's name? Trilla! You know? If I was a rapper, that'd be my name. Trilla. Trilla the Star Wars nerd. There we go. And then they've got Cal's double-bladed, red-bladed, double-bladed. How many times can I say bladed? I think Cal is the real selling point out of this 3-pack. I'm not sure. I think he's using the Grand Inquisitor legs, but the upper torso looks to be new. Oh, I like this look. This is pretty cool, man. It's like a what-if scenario. It's like that scene where they show him as an Inquisitor if he takes the... So the whole premise behind this, if you guys have not played Jedi Fallen Order, spoiler alert! And she fell over. What a surprise. Oh, Trilla, you're always falling over. Her ankles are way better on this release, though. They're much more stiff. I think it's just the smallness of her feet. There we go. But anyway, so the whole premise behind this was that Cal, in that, you know, I guess, peek into the future where he's training Padawans and he uses the holocron, he ends up getting a lot of them killed and then captured, and he makes a deal with them to let them go. He'll become an Inquisitor. All right, there's the Purge Troopers' newly sculpted weapon. We get Mr. Purgy out. Out with you, I say. Out. Oh my god, yeah, this old clone trooper body. Oof. It was the best you could get at the time, but my lord, is it kind of way outdated. Wonky ass ankles. Good grief. Yeah, they should have just put him on a newer clone body. I mean, he stands, which is the bare minimum, but you know, he stands. There you go. There's Mr. Purge. He's purging around town, you know. Excuse me. Pardon me. But yeah, all right. So that is the premise of this 3-pack. The selling point, like I said, I think it's really Sith Cal, or it's not really Sith Cal. It's Fallen Jedi Cal. You know, but I think it looks good. I think it does look good. I think it, like I said, I think the lower legs are used from the Grand Inquisitor from Kenobi. Sorry, I had to. Sam Whitner. Sorry, I had to harness my inner Sam there. Looks really good though. Nice attention to detail for a gaming greats release. Like I said, newly upper sculpted torso. I still can't talk. I like the details, the folds, and the creases for the suit. Looks really good. Head sculpt, I'm pretty sure it's just the same head sculpt as Jedi Fallen Order. He does have the scar going across his nose, but no scar on his cheek. which that's kind of surprising, but whatever. Looks good, though. He can hold. He's got these trigger hands, though. Why are you giving him trigger hands? Stop doing that. So we'll put it in this gripping hand. How's that? We'll not do the generic pose. We'll do an anti-generic pose. We'll do the mall pose. How's that? It's still flopping around in the hand. It's not the best, but it'll get the job done, you know? And he does pose easy. There you go. I mean, there you go right there with Mr. Cal. He is coming to a household near you for your Padawan. It's coming for you. Watch out, folks. Here he comes. The boogeyman's coming. Cal Kestis. I wonder what his, would he be the first brother? Or the last brother? Ooh, the last brother's here. Watch out. He would have been the last brother. Totally. Instead of like he's giving him a number. No way. You're not giving Cal a number. He's the last brother. Similar to the first sister, I think. Isn't it the first sister? Is it the first brother? First brother, second sister. I can't remember all of them. There's too many of them. I hope we get the ninth sister, though. I want her in the line bad, man. That would be sick. This Purge Trooper's arms are atrocious, and I forgot how bad this body was. But he can hold his thing, man. He's holding it. He's doing it. He is standing without any help. Let's try Trilla. Oh, boy. Now, on my Trilla, the lightsaber blades were super wonky and loose. This is much... They built this much better now. So, if you're looking for a replacement, and you have this 3-pack, and you don't like this Trilla, you can give her the old Trilla, this lightsaber instead. So, there you go. I said Trilla like 7 times in a row. And yet again, we get pistol, hands on the right. Stop doing this with force wielders, please. For the love of God. Just give them 2 gripping hands for Pete's sake. And I don't even know who Pete is. Who's Pete? I only know one Pete. Pete and Pete? Anybody remember Pete and Pete? No? Alright, let's get her into something here. Should I do the helicopter pose? We'll do the helicopter pose. No, God, I hate that. Stupid. That's so stupid. I can't believe Disney did that. They thought that was like a cool idea at one point to make a lightsaber into a flying mechanism. That's probably the dumbest. Look, she's floating in. Stupid. Just awful. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. I mean, even in a cartoon, it's stupid. There you go. Now she's coming for Cal. She's like, Cal, join me. Join the dark side. But yeah, there you go. I mean, some reuse. She's entirely reused, but she also comes with a cloth cape now. So thumbs up for that, Hasbro. Good job. Great job on Cal. Kind of the poops with this one, though. I like the new weapon, axe. I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to go with axe because that's what it looks like. A big bruising axe with energy effects on it. So it looks cool. Looks cool. I like it. It's another Purge Trooper. I have all of the Purge Troopers that were released other than the one that comes with Ned in the Ned B carbonized 2-pack, I think. That's the only one I'm missing. And that's like kind of like a newer Purge Trooper. So I might skip that one. I don't know. We'll see. But all the ones from Jedi Fallen Order, I do have. Let me see if I can get to them. Let me be a responsible adult first. While you guys are staring at those, I'm gonna put this packaging away, and we'll see what's going on over here. Do any of you guys, let me know in the comments below if you're watching this on playback or if you're watching this live, are any of you guys vintage collectors at all? Because I think that's what I'm going to do for my, because I reached 5K back in January. And I was trying to do a giveaway. I just couldn't figure out what to do. And I do have some vintage collection figures. So I don't know if anybody collects those that are viewers on my channel. So let me know if you guys do. I also have a couple, like, I have some newer vintage collection stuff too, which I'm not collecting anymore, and I'm pretty much selling all my vintage collection stuff, my 3 3/4 inch stuff, 4-inch stuff. So I'm selling all of the Star Wars vintage collection 4-inch stuff. Including, I have like a Revenge of the Sith figure, Commander Bly. I have a whole bunch of 4-inch Star Wars figures that I'm going to either sell or I wanted to give away. I just don't know how many people collect them on the channel. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now and I'm going to get some more Purge Troopers because I'm just babbling. And I'm going to end up knocking all of these others down by trying to do it. All right, so here is, I think, this gentleman right here. I think, yes. So this one came in the exclusive deluxe edition of Jedi Fallen Order, which I did purchase. It's one of the only deluxe editions I've ever purchased from a video game. And that was because it came with the Purge Trooper. Gotta spend that extra money to get the figure, idiot. Anyway, here is I think the single carded release that came. It was a GameStop exclusive that came with the staff. I would like to get the ones with the batons or the Eskrima sticks or whatever you want to call it. I call them Eskrima sticks because I'm trying to think if there's another purge. Is there another purge? I think there is. Hold on. Let me get them. Oh, and quickly, while I have it here, to compare the Grand Inquisitor legs, but different arms and a different chest piece, so it's different from Cal's. So, same legs though. Cool figure. He just kind of looks like Humpty Dumpty a little bit. Hold on. Let me get him in frame here. There's Humpty Dumpty. He sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men. Couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Okay. All right. So we got... Yeah, I have more. Hold on. Oh, wait. Do I have this dude? What the hell? I don't remember getting him. All right. So then we got... Did I get 2 of them? I think this is a separate release. I don't remember getting this dude at all. Where is he from? Hold on. I'm going to bring him in frame in a second. There's 2. I got too many Purge Troopers going on right now. Let me get his... What the hell's going on with your hand right now? Oh my God. His hand is so tough. He's tough stuff. There we go. Now he looks like a Purge Trooper. He looked like an idiot before. There we go. So they're exactly the same. I think I just gave him a different blaster because I had 2 of them. I might have a third. I can't remember what I'm doing here. But I just gave him the long blaster because they differentiate in the game. And then this one, please someone let me know. I don't even remember buying this dude. But he's on the 2020 body. What is he even from? Why do I not remember this? I don't know. He looks sick though. I like him. Maybe that's probably why I bought him. I think he was a GameStop exclusive. But he's got a different helmet, that newer helmet. It looks almost like Darth Vader's son. Like if it was, Luke, you have another son, you know. It could be this Purge right here, this Purge guy. But he's got a newly sculpted upper torso. Like really, I mean, they really sculpted the crap out of him. Put him on the newer body. Why didn't they use this for this guy? And by that guy, I mean this guy. They what? Why? Why you do this? This is a great figure. Go get him. I have no idea. I don't remember remotely getting this guy, but he does come with the blaster from whatchamacallit. Yes, that's the name. Como se llama? The Death Trooper blaster. And it is that like weird gray, charcoal gray color, which I don't know why they keep doing that, but it looks good. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me get him focused in here. Look at that head. That is a great head. Yeah. Looks good. They should have really, really just put this poor gentleman on this body. I wouldn't even care if it's not as accurate. That body is just 10 times better. It's like I really can't stress that enough. But there's all the purge troopers. We've got purges everywhere. There's purging going on everywhere. Let me get him over here. We've got purges. We've got splurges. We've got merges. It's like a corporate company. We've got mergers. We've got purgers, splurgers, people spending money, splurging. We've got Grand Inquisitors everywhere. I would like to get a custom head and get this Humpty Dumpty head off of here, though. That would be nice. That Humpty Dumpty head that's something else right there. That is a thing. That's a thing that happened. That is quite the thing that happened. I'm trying to. Oh, so I did go back. All right, so I went back home, and I found like a ton of stuff. Like I call them vehicles. They're not really. Well, they're vehicles. They're mounts. I found my Tauntaun, and I couldn't find my friggin' Wampa. I found him too, and then I found my Dewback. And I was like, oh, thank God I found my Dewback. And I remember at the time being like, oh, those Dewbacks will go on sale. And then they never did. They were just retail forever. And I never bought a second one, and I should have. It's okay. At least I have one, though. It's all right. That's okay. It's okay, man. It's all right. So there's purgers. They're purging everywhere. I got to reconfigure my purging shelf now. He still looks good. He's not bad. He's not great either. I would say these two are definitely the best. He's the best out of the pack. Go for that. Maybe I won't do a review. I've just essentially just reviewed these. This guy, though, go get your hands on this guy. What is he? I know he's a purge trooper. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell he's from. Maybe he's from Kenobi? Is he from Jedi Fallen Order? Maybe he's from Jedi Survivor? I don't know. I don't know, man. I honestly don't remember even buying this guy. That's how bad it's gotten, guys. I am senile. At the ripe age of 41. I am senile. My life is over. I should just bear it. Just start throwing the dirt on me right now. Just do it. Do it to it. All right, let me get. So yeah, definitely go. I would say even if you're like, oh, I don't really care about the Purge Trooper, the phase, we'll call it version 1 of the oh my god, version 1 of the Clone Trooper body, you don't really care, you're going to love the 3-pack. If you don't have her, you're going to love the 3-pack. If you just want Cal, you're still going to love the 3-pack. I think it's a solid one. And plus, you get cloth goods. Yay! I think this is actually an upgrade to Trilla. The first one will not stand. She had the most annoying ankles, and she still knocks shit over all the time. She's always knocking shit over. She's always over there just knocking shit over, you know? All right, so I think of Star Wars. You guys want more Star Wars? Nobody's commenting. Nobody loves me. Do you guys want more Star Wars? Or do you guys want me to switch gears a little bit? Because I have some stuff that I haven't shown. And it's like stuff that's been in my collection for years now. Like even pickups for... Oh, finally, I moved his ankle. All right. But yeah, if you guys want me to show more Star Wars stuff, I can. I have so much Star Wars shit. So much stuff. Including like some custom stuff I've got. Like, let me see. Where are you? Where did I put her? Oh boy. Like, let's see. Oh, what's his name? Oxio? Like, I got him a cut. This is really old. This is a 3D printed. Let me get Cal out of here because it's trying to focus on Cal. Lieutenant Oxio, which was from a deleted scene in the original trilogy from episode 4. Lieutenant Oxio was supposed to have a scene, and I got him this pistol because I believe it's more screen accurate to what he was actually had in a couple of the scenes. I think there's one scene where you can see him where Vader's talking to a bunch of pilots. It's not the pilots that go with him, but it's like early. I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, I gave him this pistol because some of the most of them came with I think E11 blasters. Yeah, and there's the holster for it. But I have always loved this design. Like, it just looks so good. It's not practical at all. And I know TIE fighters, there's a lot to dive into with specifics with TIE fighters, and how they work. And that's why they have to wear helmets, because there's no... They're not set up like X-Wings where they're completely sealed in and there's oxygen being given to them, where they have to have an actual helmet in, which actually makes their visibility way worse, on top of already having horrible visibility in a TIE fighter as it is. Even though I love the design of the TIE fighter, visibility is horrible, and I don't know how any of them are any good pilots. If you're like a really skilled TIE fighter pilot, then you must be some sort of force wielder, because they have no shields. They have only one window of visibility in front of them. They have one of the loudest engines you'll ever hear coming, so you can't sneak up on anyone from behind. And then you have no visibility because you have to wear a breathing helmet. So it's not good. And they were cheaply made. Anyway, that's going into lore and shit like that. I just wanted to kind of showcase the pistol he had. I don't know why I'm going way off on tangents. I'm trying to find, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Where is... Oh, there she is. Okay. So I actually found a couple of custom, because the Battlefront 2 stuff, we never got an Iden Versio. And I was like, she's not that bad. Like, she's all right. She's kind of, flip-flopper a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of a bit. She's a little bit of a flip-flopper. I was kind of excited to see her as, just the Imperial. Just be an Imperial and be fun. and have fun with that. But I decided to give her rifle that she actually uses in the game. It's actually one of my favorite rifles to use in the game because it shoots fast. It's kind of a repeating rifle. But then I gave her her counterpart, her boyfriend, her husband, her lover boy. Lover boy. And then I don't know where he is. He's in here somewhere. He's in my troopers somewhere. I can't see him. But anyway, I think I have like 4 of these um elite, I can't remember the name of the Inferno Squad. I have the book too. I read the book. Anyway, but I would like to get a custom head for her and then she could just hold the helmet. But there's actually a whole kit that you can get for her and him. And it's pretty cool. But I would also like to get Shrev. Shrev would be pretty awesome. And then get the custom kit for both of them that I found on Etsy, which is pretty cool. It comes with her head, a different chest piece, I think, and I think blaster. I can't remember, but I don't need the blaster. I have her E11 here as a backup, and then we have the repeater rifle, and so does he. But he actually uses a different sniper than that. So, but for right now, this is what it works with. Excuse me. My God. And if here, I'll get a up close so you guys can get a better look at what that looks like. And I think I actually got those from John Walker Customs. So if you guys are curious about that, I don't know if his store is still open. I know he's on Whatnot now, but his website's down. But I'm sure you can hit him up on Instagram and see if if he's still 3D printing stuff. I'm not sure, but he does good work though. He did this. Oh, here, let me bring this bad boy in here. This is probably one of my favorite pieces in my collection, as far as Star Wars, and it'll probably means the world to me. It was a pretty penny, but I think after I got this and it came with multiple hands and a backpack that's magnetic and he's the right, like this, yeah, this looks like boss, man. That is boss right there. And John Walker Customs made that for me. You know, it's pretty awesome. I love it. And just to compare him to the original, wait until you see this difference. It's insane. Let me get the Hasbro boss out. And I believe John Walker was selling kits, custom kits and stuff at the time. I think I still have a kit somewhere over a rainbow somewhere. But we'll move the John Walker Custom, which is based off of the 2020 body. So the 2020 Clone Trooper body is within here. It's all like, all the parts are like shaved down. So like the arms are shaved down, the forearms are shaved down to fit onto this 3D printed body. And then the shoulder pieces are actually laced through with a cloth piece and then glued to the body so they won't go anywhere, but they can still move for articulation's sake, which is freaking awesome. The thighs are shaved down and so are the shins on the 2020 body, so he still has full range of motion. And then the torso piece here is the Hasbro body. Like, my God. It's not even close. Not even close. Not remotely close. This is like how it should, if Hasbro would have done this, this would have been, if Hasbro would have produced this figure, it would have been probably one of the best Black Series figures ever made. And they could have like churned these out like butter. But yeah, he still maintains articulation. and he can stand and he can move around and look and do stuff. And it's still a custom figure where I'm like, okay, he can still move around and stuff, but he still is custom painted and stuff. So I gotta be somewhat mindful of that. But while I liked this at the time, I was like, it's on the hunter body. It's not really what we want. Like the proportions look weird. Even the orange stripe on him doesn't look right. It looks just weird. I don't know. It just looked weird. And I love Republic Commando. I still play it today. Like what was it? I was just playing that and Star Wars Bounty Hunter last week. So I don't know, man. Even the rifle is like, my God, he looks like he's got a little pea shooter, little baby shooter. So huge difference there. But that's one of my favorite customs. I always keep this guy on my review shelf just so I can always, you know, always see him. He's always there. But yeah, he does maintain articulation. Like you can move the leg, you can bend the knee. Bend the knee. Excuse me. You can, oh, there's the other one. You can move the leg, move the foot. You can articulate him. So that looks like boss to me. And he is my favorite out of the bunch. That's why I decided to get a custom of him, and I guess not the whole group. And on top of that, I mean, custom figures are, they're one of a kind, but they do cost money. So, all right. So, I think what else I've done. I sort of want to attempt a custom Bespin Luke, just because Hasbro needs to redo that Bespin Luke, man. Yes, they do. But what was it? Other figures that I did want to talk about that are not Star Wars related. I did unbox or unpackage my Toxie, and there's his goo. He's got his goo. There's the goo. And I believe his little buddy is in here, so I got to take him out eventually. But yeah, this Toxie, if you know anything about Toxic Avengers, trying to get a completed Toxie, vintage Toxie, is like ridiculously expensive. It's like $50. So I was like, you know what? I'll just wait for the re-release of him. And I think this company did a really good job. I'm very pleased with the overall aesthetic, and I've been trying to finish this toy line. It's really tough. I have him, I have Dr. Killomoff, and I have No Zone, and I still have a lot more to get. I just kind of want the core characters, I think, and then I'll be able to move on. But what was it? This company is going to make, I think, more characters. They're making Dr. Killomoff, and they're making characters that were never in the line too, which is really cool, based off concept art. So, but I just kind of wanted to showcase him for a second. I love the extra paint with the little splatters on the back of the pant legs. That looks really good. He did a really good job on this figure, and it's very close to the vintage figure. Not 100%, but very close. It even has the holes on top of the mop. But yeah, there you go with vintage Toxie. He's a cool one. Go check him out if you wanted a vintage figure. He's still up on Big Bad Toy Store, I believe. Excuse me. The only I don't think this is like one of the last things maybe I'll showcase. I don't know. Did I ever show you guys my I don't think I ever showed you guys my custom Jabba the Hutt I guess I could do that another time. But here's one of the HK figures from, I believe this is from Mandalorian. They're all right, but the ankles suck on these. They get like super loose and they just like will not stay. Like will not stand. So they're loose going the worst possible way. I'd rather them be loose going backwards than forwards because he just can't, like, I mean, it's really, you can see that, and just that little bit really screws the figure over. So I'm going to have to go in there now with floor polish and fix that now because he hates standing. He's like, man, I'm really self-conscious about standing, so I'll just fall over all the time. That's just what I do. But I like the soft goods. I think they did a pretty good job with the soft goods. And then I like this like kind of like bandolier rope. I know the Ahsoka version is much worse. Like there's little to no paint apps on that one. He's just all red. And he comes with a different cape. He doesn't come, I don't think he gives him with this belt. But I'd like to get like at least 2 more of these guys. And then maybe one of the red one. I know, what was it, Landspeeder Luke? That dude does amazing work. Seems like a really good guy. Definitely check out his channel if you haven't checked out Landspeeder Luke. He's got a pretty nice channel. Does a lot of 3D design, 3D printing design, and he puts them up on his Patreon. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. So, but yeah, he's got, what was it? He just custom painted his red one. Looks pretty good. And but yeah, he also did I think he did a file for the staff, the bow staff for the HKs. So yeah, check out good old Landspeeder Luke. Landspeeder Luke. I can't wait to get my 3D printer. This is the year of the 3D printer for me. Oh, that's the other ones I got. All right. Please don't knock anybody over. Please don't knock anybody over. Please. So, all right. I picked up another one of these nerds, and I want to get like 3 more of the Pike Troopers. The Pike, I don't know what you call these guys. The Pike brothers. And then it'd be cool to get the Pike leader if we eventually get him. But I want to get like at least maybe 2, maybe 3 more of these. But I actually found both of the 2 that I have. They were both on sale at GameStop. What a surprise. GameStop again. And then, you get the $5 monthly off and, you're saving a lot of money there. So pretty cool. Yeah, these guys are pretty cool for army builders. Pike Troopers. So, nice little background, guys. You could put them in a cantina scene if you wanted to. I also heard that the, what was it? That new Star Wars open world game, Outlaws, you can actually go to Docking Bay 94 in Tatooine and go to the cantina. Unfortunately, there's no Whirl working there. I think it's like some other character. I don't know why. Like, just put the man in the game, for God Lord. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? But it would have been cool to see, like, some of the, like, a couple of the patrons in there. Because that game does take place between friggin' Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So, like, you're literally right, you're right there. And there's no Whirl. There's none of the, I don't think there's any of the original patrons in there. Well, Greedo's already dead at the time. He's dead. So that's fine. But I guess you can go to Jabba's palace and talk to Jabba and all. That's going to be a game to talk about, I think. And it comes out in like a month. So, I don't know. I'm still on the fence if I'm going to pick it up. I might. I hate spending $70 for a freaking video game. I hate it. I hate it. Still can't get enough of this guy though. Oh my God, have mercy. He is. He's on the Wave 1 body, so he's on that first Wave body, which we all know to death, and has been beaten over our heads to death with for like what I think it's almost 10 years old. This body, but it just oh my God, it just works so well for him. And the extra hands he comes with, I'm telling you, this is one of the this is one of the best bang for the buck, I think. And the helmet's removable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that face. That's not a face that only a mother could love. That's a face everyone can love. Look at it. Just look at it. Anyway. But no, he comes with the quiver, he comes with the bow, and it's a long bow too. It's not the shorter bow. He does not come with an arrow, which who cares about that? It'll just get bent and broken or lost. But he does come with a short sword, which is painted and nicely painted, as I may say. He comes with extra hands, emoting hands, like open hand, I think, fist hands, and then gripping hands. But he also comes with extra arms, extra thighs, and an extra orc head that's gray. So he comes with 2 gray arms and 2 gray legs, so you can interchange him. So if you buy this guy and you want to buy like a couple orcs to go with him, they could be his backup. You know, he is the commander of the elite Elvian Guard. So really cool, man. This is one of those figures where it's like, damn, when you get them all loaded up and all set up, and with the helmet, and the helmet does stay on the body, like it doesn't fall off, it doesn't flop off. Once it's on the head, like it just seats on the head beautifully. This is one of those figures where it's like the reuse is so well done. And it's got mixed and match parts. Like it's got the newer chest piece, upper torso with the cod piece with the 1.0, like I guess you call them good guy legs with the bad guy legs and the good guy feet, and then the bad guy gauntlets, and it's just a really good mishmatch of pieces. And he even has the Elvian pauldrons. It looks so good. I love this figure. I love it. Go get him. He's great. Go get him. Go get him. You go get him. Go get him, girl. Go get him. All right. Oh, yeah. Update on Sabu. Still no leg yet. He's in my pile of loot, so it'll be here soon. So, he's still legless. Oh, like Eeyore, but he's missing his leg. The Eeyore of Marvel Legends. I do have a huge pile of loot that like I said, I'm going to ship this week. I've got a lot of fun stuff in there. There's a lot of Star Wars in there just because there's been a ton of deals with Star Wars stuff. Like I'm talking as low as like $13 on Big Bad Toy Store for some of the figures. And then there's a couple swaps that I want to give credit to before I even do them to, I believe it was Landspeeder Luke, yet again. And Out of the Basement also did a custom leg swap to fix Balin's skull and I can't remember her name. The friggin' Padawan or whatever she's with. Apprentice. I can't remember her name. Anyway, to make her shorter and him taller with the Reva legs. So I have an extra Reva on the way, and then I have a extra Moff Gideon, which that one. So the Reva leg swap is from Landspeeder Luke. And then the Moff Gideon leg swap with the girl is from out of the basement. So I wanted to give them credit before I start doing any of that. So there's that to point out. I don't know if there's anything left to really talk about here. You guys have any questions? Questions, comments, concerns? Anything? Andy said, I just finished mine this week. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Maybe that was a while ago. Maybe I missed it. No, that was like a second ago. You just finished yours last week. What was I just talking about? Oh my God, I can't remember what the hell I was talking about. Oh my God, do I have brain damage? I might have brain damage. I'm going to bring these guys back in because they just look so good. Actually, I'll do a comparison really quick with at least the ones I have. Them, and then we'll bring her back in here. We'll bring in the new newbies and the OGs. There's Omega. We got to find Omega. She's gone missing again. Missing again? You're always going missing, Omega. Like, what are you doing? What are you even doing there? All right. And now I know why I left the helmets on season 1. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so here, here, I'll just put them in there first. There we go with that one. I still like this tech. Oh, do I not have wait, I'm confused here. I'm confuzzled. Does the newer one not have the friggin' antennas? Or am I just a bonehead? This is an antenna, isn't it? Let me see here, because I'm not paying attention to stuff. Yep, I'm a bonehead. There's a boner in my head. There we go. All right. I'm still missing his other one, though. It's probably still in the packaging. I probably just have to go get it. So that will be done. It will be done! There you go. He's got one antenna. I'll go find the other one. But I still like season 1. I don't know. Like, I kind of like season 1. Still a little better. I don't know. I just like I don't know what it is. Let's look at the heads. Well, the heads still look really good, though. I mean, it's still really good. Tech is where you're going to get the most update, I think. Because Tech had no goggles. So he kind of looked like that. Because they had the goggles on the helmet. That was the big improve over the season 1 Tech. That's why I always kept his helmet on. So maybe I'll just keep all the helmets on season 1 and 2. All of them. And then, go from there. But I did notice more paint apps on season 1 than the newer ones. Like, so it's weird. The antennas are like painted on Tech for season 1, but they're not painted. They're just a gray color for season 3. It's weird. Maybe that's guilty by design, and I'm just not paying attention. But I still think they have decent paint apps across the board. There are paint apps on him where there's not. Well, clearly they're different paint designs, so I can't really compare that. They're like It's like apples to oranges, essentially. But you can see, we already saw the differences in Omega. I showed it earlier. But with Hunter, it's significant. Well, actually, let me get the helmets first, too. Because I'm pretty sure the helmets are just repainted. All right, let me get all these Purge Troopers out of the way. You guys gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta get going. You gotta go. You gotta get going. All right, here we go. So, the helmets are precisely the same sculpt, just different paint apps. So there's that. Oh, and I dropped it. Sausage fingers. They do that. And then the newer one definitely has more paint apps in the face. And this is, I think, a 2020 body, which this is also based on the 2020 body, but just he's got way more new sculpting on him than this guy. This guy, his design's a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more sleek, where this guy's got like wraps and stuff like that, and his leg armor's different, and the backpacks are still the same, just painted different. The shoulder pauldrons are different. I mean, the arms are completely different sculpt. Excuse me. I think the upper arms are the same. Yeah, those are the same. They're just painted differently. It's when you get down to the gauntlets that they become different. And then he's got the leg holsters, which looks pretty good. So I think they're good in different ways. I don't mind the reused head. That does not bother me one bit. I do like the paint a little bit better on this one. It looks a little bit crisper on this head sculpt than that one. Just by a little bit. So not too much, but there's some differences. He also does come with 2 pistols, where he only came with 1, and then the Republic Commando blaster. So he does not come with that blaster now. So, but he still does come with that knife, but it's also a different sculpt for the knife sheath. So there are differences there. I wonder if let's see if the knife is different too. So you got this little baby knife. He's a little vibro blade baby knife. And then for this one, it's definitely similar, but different. The handles are so much thinner now for the newer one. The blade is the same. It's just the handle part for the knife. So, thinner one goes with the newer one. The same thing for the sheath. That's also a thinner blade, and I'm going in backwards. I want to go that way. Here we go. There's Hunter. And maybe that was a point of contention for a lot of people. Back then, I know a lot of people did not like the knife sitting there, but that was, guilty by design. That's the character's design. Nothing anybody can do about that. If that's the way he's depicted in the media, then that's what they have to do. So, but I don't know. Overall, I think it's nice to, is it a good investment to buy both? I mean, there's some differences even between tech and the show. Are there? No, actually, no. I'm looking for differences in tech, and I'm only seeing paint apps in a new head. The helmet clearly is different because it's got to make room for the goggles. Because it's got holes in it, so the helmet is still technically the same sculpt, but modded. So it's retooled. And then for the head is brand new. I want to say everything else, including the legs, are just repainted. No, wait, no, I take that back. Hold on a minute. Let me take him over here and let me just shut up. Let me shut it up because the knees are different. No, they're the same. I thought for a second that this was sculpted in, and it is. The lines are sculpted in. I couldn't. The lines are so faint on this knee pad. It is this exact same. So it's tech is the exact same with a new head and an opening, a newly tooled helmet. Everything else on him is exactly the same. So there's that to point out. There you go. So everybody knows. Hunter has got the most sculpting. I think even Wrecker has some differentiation between the two. When I get him, I'll make the comparison. Like I said, I'll do a full review then. But there you go. And that might wrap it up for the night. I think it is. I went way past an hour. Oh my god, I'm on 116 minutes. Holy shit. Um, I was gonna bring some other figures in here. Like I did unbox my Rey Mysterio from the Amazon exclusive. He's pretty cool. Like he's definitely going to fill the void. He's one of the very few that have this 2002 debut look, so he's a really good one. I like the tattoos and everything. Looks good, accurate for the time. But I think I'll just stick to what we've got here, and then I guess we'll bring in Ezra. Why not? He's cool looking. He's cool looking. But yeah, once I get to that Big Bad Toy Store shipment in, I do have some stuff coming in from Amazon too. I'm just kind of waiting. I'm hoping there. I did receive an email for some of the Acolyte figures are supposed to drop, and like I said, I'm not. I don't like the show. I just like the figures, and I like the designs for the characters. I think they look great. Um, the show is just horribly written and terribly done, and at times horribly acted. So, um, yeah. Once I got the pre-order notice for Jackie and May. I want to use that May body for a custom. I think that's the most the reason why I really want May. She's got a lot of cool, like, I don't know, features as far as the body goes. So I'm hoping to use that for a custom. And then, yeah, can't wait to get Soul. Um, I wasn't a big Yord fan. I think he's kind of a boob. Although there's a lot of boobs in that show, so I don't know. Uh, there's a bunch of, and I don't mean literal term of a boob, just like you know, a flat character, I guess. But everyone's kind of flat in that show. It's kind of I don't mean to sit here and just do the pile on because everyone's kind of piled onto that show, and I kind of usually don't speak my mind anymore about Star Wars media just because I feel like it's a thank you, thanks Vernell. Oh, Zabu, Zabu. Nice, Andy. Um, yeah, thanks for the compliment. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Vernell. Um, yeah. So once I get those in, I'm actually really excited for Jackie to get her in. She looks great, and then hopefully, I think supposed to be a whole bunch of drops. I'm gonna try and get that newly sculpted, newly tooled Darth Maul with the Sith speeder or the blood fin, as it's called. So hopefully I can get that. But yeah, I think that'll do it. That will do it for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'll be back as soon as I get my shipment in, and I'll probably try and get a review done. I don't know. I'll probably put up a poll because it's probably going to be between King Conan, which here he is, by the way. I don't know if I showed him. Kingy Conanny. Kingy, he's a nanny. A cone nanny. That's a terrible joke. I'm going to shut up now. It's probably going to be between him. Who else? I essentially did the review of that 3-pack. I don't know how much more I need to say about it. Yeah, maybe I'll just do. There was something else I was going to do. I can't remember though. Oh, I did want to do a review of just friggin' this dude because he's sick. I love him. Um, and then let's make the last choice. Let's make the last choice count. I still have to finish my dude over here. Yashoba Borg. Nashoba Borg. I have not even prepped him, painted him, nothing. Dude is ready to be saddled up, and he's just been chilling on my shelf for like the longest time. So that could be another Cosmic Legion piece of content that I could do. I have to paint all of this. And I don't know what colors I want to use. I want to use all new paint and stuff like that. And I have a bunch of old paint that I got to, figure out. Here's the feet and the legs and everything. Looks really good. And there's the back. Looks good, man. Looks good. Excuse me. But I think it's going to be between those two. I'm really trying to rack my brain and think if I. Oh, yeah. That's right. I forgot about her. Let's give some variety here. We'll make it about a Marvel Legend and a King Conan from Super 7, and then we'll do a Black Series. So you've got variety there. I'll try and get all 3 of those reviews done and up this week, just in case my pile of loot does not come in and I can't do the live stream this coming week. Because sometimes when you ship your pile of loot, it'll either take like 3 days to get to you, or it'll take like 7 to 8 days to get to you. So, yeah. And I'm also starting a new job, so that it's, yep, that. I'm racking my brain to think if there was something else I wanted to show. I think that's good enough for now. I think I'll just shut up and sit down. Shut up. You're gonna sit down. Shut up. Anyway, I remember that's from. What's it? Oh, that's from Forrest Gump. Yeah, that's right. Lieutenant Dan, tell us, sit down. Shut up. And he'd be like, sit down. Shut up. Oh, that's funny. So it'll be between these 3. I'll probably try and get her done. She'll be a quick review. There's not too much to say about her. I mean, she essentially comes with extra hands and a bent gun, which is conducive of the artwork. She definitely gives me John Byrne vibes. I love John Byrne. He's like one of my favorite writers for Fantastic Four. But anyway, the King Conan is from the one scene at the end of Conan. And then we've got probably the best, maybe the best. I don't know. I would love to. There we go. Yeah. Now you're not the best. You just. I'm just kidding. We should do some sort of voting poll or something like that for the Rebel Trooper versus the Endor Rebel Trooper versus the Hoth Rebel Trooper. And who wins that one? I don't know, man. It would be tough. I think maybe being able to stow away the extra face in the back of the Hoth Trooper maybe puts him a little bit ahead of the Endor Trooper, but I don't know. This Endor Trooper is really good, and he's been on sale lately. He's originally like $34. That's insane. I was like, as soon as they announced this guy, I remember I was like, he looks amazing. Now, like, how much, Hasbro? And I was like, please be 25. Please be 25. And they were like $34.99. And I was like, you son of a bitch. Why? So I had to like sweating. I like had to wait, and I was like, it's gonna be. They're gonna sell out regardless. Like I know Black Series collectors, and they will, if they see something and they like it, they will gobble it up. But they dropped in price, man. They have dropped. So the people are letting them know. I mean, I waited. I guess everybody else did, and well worth the wait. I have to say. So whether you get this head or let me grab the other head. And I love the A280 rifle. It's like one of my favorite rifles. Let me move Conan out of the way here. Let me get her out of here too. I just can't get enough of these dudes. I have like 10 of these guys, and I'll be happy. And there's the Captain Rex head. I mean, it definitely looks like Captain Rex to me. I don't know. A lot of people are like, eh. But, it looks screen accurate for a Captain Rex. I think that's fine. And, like, I kind of hunched him back a little bit. Like, I pushed him back so he kind of has a little bit of a gut, it looks like, kind of. He's got a little Captain Rex gut. So, he went from this. Let me get him over here. Come here, Turkey. This is actually the HasCon exclusive. The old joint. The old goodness. The oldness. There you go. He went from this to that. Get the helmet off your head. Oh! Ah! Damn, that is a tight. That's tightness. Holy cow. Whew. There we go. He went from that to that. This was a random extra one that I initially was using for a custom. I was going to turn him into an ARC Trooper, and then we got all those ARC Troopers a couple years ago, so I just put them back together as Rex. So he's kind of like my super I play with guy, and the other one's just for like display. So there's that to point out for Rex. I just keep the helmet on. He just looks better with the helmet on, I think. But anyway, I digress. Let's get them. Oh my God, what are you doing, Mister? You ding dong. There we go. Maybe one day I'll do I haven't done a collection tour in a long time, probably years. Maybe I'll do one once I get this room settled. Maybe I'll just do like a Black Series. I'll do it in stages. Because the whole room is jam packed. Like this room is packed. If you saw it right now, you'd be ashamed of me. You'd be like, "What is wrong? What is wrong with you? What are you doing with yourself and your life?" There we go. They're buddies. Buddy cop movie right there. There we go. Shoulder to shoulder. Did anybody check out while I'm, clearly trying to wrap this up in the longest way possible? Did anybody see Axel F? I saw it the other day. It was like 2 days ago. Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. It's all right. It's okay. Wasn't anything special. It seemed like, I don't know. It just kind of seemed like Eddie Murphy's over it. Like he's just like, yeah. Like there's like one scene where he's like about to do the whole he's gonna try and get a hotel room for free, like he's done in kind of the other movies, and he's just like, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. And he's just like, how much is for a room? And she's like, $960 a night. And he's like, okay. It's like, damn, man, like, did you not want to make the movie? I mean, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to make it either, but I mean, you are still getting paid to do it, so you know. I just think it's funny, like people coming back for movies. Like Harrison Ford was like, I just don't care about Han Solo. I don't want to play Han Solo anymore. I don't just kill me off, please. He was begging to be killed off in what was it, episode 6? Please kill me off, George. Please. George's like, no, no, we have to sell toys. What are you nuts? Can't kill you off. It's just funny how some actors are just over it. Like, what was it? By Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire, and I think even what was it? Most of the cast was just like, well, why are we doing this? We're doing another one? Why? And I'm just like, wow. Wow. Because people like it. You may not, but you get paid to make people like things. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I digress. I do have Conan's Throne also. I'll throw up a poll tomorrow and just see what you guys want. Um, but yeah, it's going to be between those three. So I'll put those three up and you guys can vote. Be sure to hit a like for the live stream tonight. If you're watching this on playback, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you enjoy the channel, it does help me grow. So I'd like to get to 10,000 subs. That's a big goal of mine. I do want to get this 5,000 sub contest going. So I might throw up another poll on there. We're going to double poll it. Maybe I'll do like a double poll in one day. I don't know. No, I'll be a pole dancer. And we'll get that going for what you guys want for the giveaway. I was considering giving away 2 figures, like maybe a classifieds and a I guess I could do a Marvel Legend. I don't know. I'll put up another poll and see. I'll make it between Black Series, Classified, and Marvel Legends. We'll just do a Hasbro situation there, and I'll give away the 2 highest voted ones. That makes life easier for everybody. And we'll go with that. And then I'll figure out the characters or whatever after. So, but it'll be a newer release, like a brand new spanking release. It'll be spanking like a baby. It'll be crying. But anyway, I digress. I've way rambled now for too long. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I hope you guys are very tolerant and patient of my rambling and my ADHD. But yeah, be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the flip side.